Hello. We'll start off. We're going to start off. Thank you everyone for joining us today for the training. We apologize for the hiccups and coming in a bit late, but we are glad that we have all of you on board. Students from the other side on YouTube, we are glad to have you on board. So thank you so much. With that, I want to invite one of us to start us off with a word of prayer. So I want to invite Madam Rachel, to start us off with a word of prayer. Rachel. Rachel.
Yes, Dan. Let us pray. Father, in Jesus' name, we thank you for the gift of the day. We thank you for this time you've given us to train again. I pray that you're going to lead us and may we learn from each other. Be with us from the start to the end. In Jesus' name do I pray and believe. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. So now I want to invite the deans of schools to give us their welcoming remarks. So I'll start off with the Dean of School of Humanities. Dean, School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Karibu, Dean.
Thank you, Dan. My name is Dr. Alice Nzioka. To begin with, I want to give apologies from the Dean of School of Humanities and Social Sciences. His is another meeting.
Hello, Dean.
Yes, sorry, just
yes,
a call
you are breaking. Yes. Okay.
So thank you, Dan. Now, DVC, Academic and Students Affairs, the Deputy Registrar, Director, Open and Distance Learning, Dr. Kibet, and to our members of staff present, good morning. Yeah, I take this opportunity to welcome all of us, and especially the students from the School of Hospitality and Tourism and the members of staff who are represented here to this training. Now, to the students, I wish to say, as we start the semester, as a school, we will never tire to welcome you to Machakos University and again to this very important training, which is a training that will tell you what you're supposed to be doing. Then again, on behalf of Professor Maroko, Dean School of Humanities and Social Sciences, who is currently chairing another meeting in the university, I also wish to welcome the students from the School of Humanities and Social Sciences to this very important training. Just a few words that I want to say to our students. It is very important for you as new students to take keen interest into the training of today, because this is the only way you'll be able to access learning materials and also interact with your lecturers. So I would advise you today to be keen. Don't involve yourself with any other thing. Just be there and listen, because if you don't get what you are being trained on, then from today onwards, it will be very difficult for you to interact with your lecturers. So be keen, take keen interest, understand. Where you don't understand, please ask. We have very able ICT trainers. Ask where you do not understand, so that as we come to the end of the meeting, you know how to register as a student to open a portal to register for units and even to report into the system. So I wish to welcome all of us, and I wish you God's blessings as we start this semester. Thank you so much, and karibu.
Thank you so much, Dean. Sorry. You can proceed, Dean. Madam Dean, you can proceed.
Yeah, thank you, Dan. Was saying I am through, so back to you, Dan. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Alice, for standing in for the Dean. We appreciate your presence. I believe the first years in the School of Humanities have had the welcoming remarks from their Dean. Now, I want to invite the Dean, School of Health and Hospitality, the Dean School of Hospitality.
Thank you.
Oh, you are standing in for both of them.
Yeah, I was doing it on my behalf and on behalf of the Dean School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Madam, for standing in. And now I want to invite our director, the Center for Open Distance and E-Learning, Dr. Kibet, to make his welcoming remarks. Karibu, Bwana Director.
Thank you, Dan, for the opportunity. I want to take this opportunity to welcome our students, wherever following on our university official YouTube. The director, IC, trainers and my colleagues, good morning. I want to make very brief remark before we begin train. And I want to begin by saying,
hello, Director. Sorry, you're breaking. Sorry, you're breaking.
Am I now? Am I clear now?
You're still breaking.
Oh my God. Am I now? Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was saying that I want to make before we start our training, and I will begin by saying COVID-19 has actually given us a big change, and that's why we have decided that we have to move as a university. This COVID-19 really lives significantly in many areas. I know many of us in our doing this, youth staying at home, distancing and putting on masks. That is the new right now. And this, you will not go to the university physically because of the and the risks that are involved with this disease. So as a university to come up with innovative, new creative ways, ensuring lives continues. So it is because, ladies and gentlemen, that we have really developed our management system so that we can be able to proceed with our. You will agree with me, gentlemen, that we cannot allow COVID-19 to stop our lives. We need to move on. And the time of moving on is now. And that's why as a university we have actually our management system that we are on. So we shall be trained today. So the learning management system has a number to go through quickly. It's actually, it will group students who, and us, wherever you are, opportunity to learn and do independently. It will also provide very tailored learning experience, which give in additional class. You know, traditional is where one classroom teacher teach. So this is a different one. Going to
Sorry, Director, you are breaking. You are breaking, and we are not. You are not. Kindly adjust your connection.
oh my. Dan, are you hearing me now?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Dan?
Yes.
You can hear me.
Yes.
All right. So this management system has a number of benefits that I just want to bring. Kindly to scroll down as I wind back to this learning management system will actually be giving quite a number of benefits if we face it. It will allow students to study the materials online as we shall not be coming in what is going to happen because we shall not be coming here. So allow me to give the models of blended teaching and learning. Scroll, Rachel. Hello. Yeah. So what to offer as a university to offer what we are going to use called mode of teaching and learning, where we shall be combined face to face and the online teaching and learning. I want to say that all this that you in offered by blended mode of teaching and face to face will become with the practicals and tutorials. All practical units will be offered face to face. Units that require tutorials will be offered to face. And what I'm trying to hear is we shall having the theory part of the cover line university. The practicals that will be done online. So it of organizing articles are left to rules and departments. Your departments and rules will actually be given information about how we shall be carrying with our practical subjects that units are there practice. Having said this, I wish you all the very best training. This is the norm. We shall not be we shall not allow COVID-19 to stop our teaching and learning. We have to push on, have to move on. This one thing shall be of you and
Thank you, Dean. I mean, Director. Thank you, Director, for your remarks. Hello. Okay. Yes, thank you, Bwana Director, for your remarks. We appreciate for welcoming us and inviting us for this training. To our students on YouTube, we will be brief as we can. I would request that you follow through, be keen, follow through, listen through the presentations. Make sure you get to learn the best out of it. We are going to learn 3 things today. 3 very important things that you will use as a student, whether you are whether you are at home or even when you're physically here in the university. 1, you will need a student email. And 2, you will need a student portal account. And 3, you will need to access the learning management system. The student email is what will be used for communication between you, your lecturers, and your supervisors. Then the student portal account will be used for reporting and registering of units. And also you'll find there are some internal documents that cannot be posted on the website. These documents that are majorly for students and they don't have to be on the public, all of them are placed in the portal. Also, when it comes to hostel booking, timetables in the future, you'll find them in the student portal account. Then the learning management system helps you access learning materials. It helps you virtually link with your lecturer or your supervisor. So at this juncture, I want to take us through the students through the first item, which is the student email. I want to take us through the first item, which is the student email. I will share my screen. Let me share my screen so that it's visible to all of us. Yes. So our student emails have already been created. The student emails have already been created. You don't need to create them. But currently, Google is hosting our student emails. So we are partnering with Google to make sure that we provide an effective and efficient way of you accessing your student emails. So majorly, if you want to access your student email, this is how you do it. You go on Google, you type Gmail, email login. Basically, what you are doing is that you are logging in to your Gmail account. You are logging into a Gmail account. Allow me to do this. Go to google.com, go to Gmail, then you click on Gmail. Then you type in an example of an admission number. Remember, your student email is your admission number at student.mksu.ac.ae.
Dan, the screen that you have shared, it does not show what you're saying.
Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Yes, now I believe you can see it.
Yes, it's okay now.
Yes. So the student email, the syntax, how all the student emails are your admission number at student.mksu.ac.ke. Remember, mksu.ac.ke is our major domain, and student.mksu.ac.ke is our student subdomain. So all student emails are admission number at student.mksu.ac.ke. So when you click on next, the default password, the default password for all students is the same admission number, but in uppercase. That is, in this example, we have A60 708 2020. So remember, the default password is your admission number, but in uppercase. That is the capital A. Then you click on next. When you click on next, it will redirect you straight to your student email. So that is how the student email works. It's very simple. They have already been created for you. You don't need to do a lot. But when you're logging in, there's a part of you that you'll have to create, you'll have to pick up a password. You'll have to create a password. Let me rerun it again. Let me rerun it again so that you can be able to get it well. So another example, we have A60 710 2020 at student.mksu.ac.ke. Then remember the password. I've told you the default password is A60, the admission number. MKSU.ac.ke. Remember, it's lowercase. It has to be lowercase. So once you log in, yes, then you type in your password, which is your admission number. Then you are able to change. So in some of these cases, we have students who have already changed. I'm trying to get an example. Yes. So remember, the most important thing is for you to have your admission number and you use it as your student email at student.mksu.ac.ke, and then you type in it as your password. I don't know if there are any questions on your side, Rachel, from YouTube. That is that when it comes to student emails. Rachel, are there any questions from YouTube?
That's what I'm trying to go through.
Okay.
Okay. Most of the questions are not related to emails.
Yes.
Rachel, I've seen some students asking.
Yes.
They applied to change course, so that means the admission number will change. So at what point will they confirm that?
Watson?
Yes.
I think we lost you at some point. We didn't get the question. I think it was about change of admission numbers.
Yes, after change of course. At what point will they know that they have new admission numbers?
With regards to change of course and new admission numbers, I'm sure most of you have received your new admission numbers, but when you try to access, you find that says that it's invalid. So what you need to do is follow up with the admissions office to make sure that your new admission number has been captured in the system. So you can contact the admission office. Their email is admissions@mksu.ac.ke. admissions@mksu.ac.ke. Just send them an email and confirm that your new admission number and your details have been captured in the system. Then after you confirm that they have been captured, you can then access your portal and your institutional email.
Thank you, Rachel. A student is requesting I do a rerun of how to access the emails. So once you open your gmail.com, you enter your email, admission number at student in lowercase, student .mksu.ac.ke, and you click next. Remember, they have already been created. So once you click next, the password, the default password is your admission number in caps. So in this case, you see we are using A6047062020, and then your admission number in caps. Then when you click next, it will give you a terms of service. You're going to see a terms of service on your screen. You'll see a terms of service which you accept. And then now you create a new password. So remember, before even accessing the email, you'll have to create a new password. So you create a new password. Then after you create a new password, you now log in again with a new password so that it can verify if it's you. Then now you'll be able to access your email. Yes, so I believe that is that when it comes to student emails. Majorly the student emails help us not just in communication. Remember, we use them to verify the student portal accounts, And also when it comes to communication with their lecturers, they will be using the student email. So at this point, I want to invite Rachel to take us through the student portal, how to create it, how to access it, and how to register unit. So karibu Rachel, so that you can proceed. And before that, I would probably wish to invite our director. I have seen our director was around, Watson, to make one or two remarks, then we proceed with the training. Karibu, Watson.
Thank you very much, Dan. To all students, I wish to welcome you to Machakos University and to welcome you again to this training. So we have created time because we have a lot of interest in you. You are the reason why we are here. So kindly take your time to concentrate and understand, and your life will be very easy here in Machakos University. So welcome. We have a very competent team who are taking you through the training. Make sure you ask all the questions in case you don't understand. This video will be available to you after this so that you can run it through to just pick that which you did not get very well. So with all that, welcome. Over to you, Rachel.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Watson and Dan. I'm Rachel from ICT Directorate. I'll be taking you through creating a portal account, activating it, and the various functions available in the student portal. So allow me to share my screen. So what should be loading is my screen. There are two ways through which you can access the student portal. One is through the Machakos University website, where you use the link mksu.ac.ke. On the e-resource tab, click on student/staff portal. Or you can use a direct link where you use the link portal.mksu.ac.ke. Whichever option you use, it should take you to the same interface. You can type on Google, which is Machakos University Student Portal. The first link should take you to this interface. The first link should take you to this interface. So on this interface, I know most of you have created their portal accounts, but for the sake of those who have not, I'll take you through how to create your portal account. After accessing the portal interface, click on Create an Account. Create an account, then select the role, your student. Then, as is advised in the portal interface, you insert your admission number. In this case, I'll use my test student. Kindly note that the separator between admission numbers is a hyphen. The hyphen is a minus sign. Use a hyphen. The hyphen is a minus sign. So I input my student number. Then I input my strong password. It's recommended that for a strong password, you have 8 or more characters. Use capital letters, small letters, numbers, and special characters to ensure that your password is strong. Then you click on Submit. So after clicking on Submit, the response is please check your email for login instructions. You've just gone through how to access our institutional email. So I'm just going to access this student's email. So I'll go to my Gmail. As we said, it's a normal Gmail interface. So I'll just go to my Gmail interface. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm just going to go to my normal Gmail interface. Just give me a minute as I sign in. I signed back, I signed out. So we go to our normal Gmail interface. Okay. Just a minute. So we go to a normal Gmail interface. I'm going to add an account here. I'll use another account. Then I'll use the institutional email account, which is your student number. In this case, it's the test student number, your admission number, at student.mksu.ac.ke. Remember that the separator is a hyphen. Then after my admission number, I input my password. Remember, you've been told what your default password is. So I'll input my password. Then after inputting my password, as you've been trained, the first task is to accept the terms of service. Then you create a new password. Remember that you said your password should be strong. Combine capital letters, small letters, numbers, and special characters. 8 characters or more. Then I confirm my password. And I change my password. After changing password, you'll be required to input your recovery details. At this point, I'll not input the recovery details. I'll just confirm. And the expectation is that I'll receive an email from the Machakos University portal requesting me to confirm my account. As you can see, one of the first emails is an email from Machakos University on account creation. So what I do, I just confirm account. Now, after I confirm, I'm redirected to the portal interface. Now I can log into the portal because I've successfully created and activated my account. Remember, after you create an account, you have to activate it. The activation link is sent to your institutional email account. So now I have successfully managed to log into my portal. You can see these are my details. The portal interface, the homepage, looks like this. This is the homepage interface. Now, from here, I'll take you through the various functions of the portal. One of the key functions is that we use the portal to do our reporting. Remember that here at Machakos University, reporting does not mean that you come into the university physically. The university will only acknowledge that you're in school when you report in the system. So to report, from the home, you see the reporting tab. So from the home page, you see the reporting tab. So you click on reporting, then you click on report now. Kindly note that for this session, you've been reported by default. But from the next session, which is April 2021, you'll be required to report in the system. Now, when you report, your bill, that is an invoice is generated. So immediately you report, an invoice is generated. And the invoice just advises you on how much fee is expected that you should pay in that current session. So after you report, you move to fees, where you fetch your fee statement. From your fee statement, you will see your fee balance. Now, you're required to pay your fee depending on the fee policy. Remember that you'll not be able to register for your units until you've met the specifications of the fee policy. So usually when we are starting the semester, the fee policy is 75%. You must pay 75% of your fee for government-sponsored students and 50% for self-sponsored students. So after you check your fee, you pay your fee, and then you can move ahead to unit registration. Kindly note that for this session, you're reported by default because you're new students. But for every other subsequent semesters, for example, in January, April 2021, you'll be required to report in the system. And there's no any other way of knowing how much fee you're going to pay until you have reported. So kindly make sure that for every new semester, you report in the system and you pay your fee and meet the specifications of the fee policy so that you can manage to register your units. Now, I assume that you have successfully reported, you've checked your fee and have paid. So after you pay your fee, we move to unit registration. So you click on units. What is expected is that the units function, we load the units in the first academic year. So from the portal, you see that you have units on top here. You have the units, then you have the units history. The units history will give you the units you've registered in previous semesters. Then you have curriculum. The curriculum loads your entire 8 sessions from your first year to the 4th year session. So the curriculum should load 4 sessions. That is your entire curriculum for your period at Machakos University. However, what we are interested in right now is the Register Units tab. So when you click on Register Units, you confirm with your timetable. Make sure you confirm with your timetable the units you're taking for that semester. Usually, I advise students to not register units until you've seen your timetable. So kindly be guided by your timetable to ensure that you register the correct units. So to register units, you select. You have a select button on the far left. So you select the units you're taking. Then after you've selected all the units you're taking as guided by your timetable, you click on register selected units. You click on register selected units. So if you have not paid fee, the error message should be, sorry, error, you cannot register units because you have not paid school fees as per P policy. It's also going to give you the fee policy. For example, it's going to say fee policy is 75%. So kindly note that you cannot register for units until you've paid your fee as per the fee policy. Now, after units registration, we expect that you're going to attend classes. Kindly remember that if you do not register your units, you'll not be in the attendance list. So you'll not be assigning the attendance list. And of course, you'll not meet the percentage required, the attendance percentage required for you to be allowed to sit your exams. So if you have to register your units for your name to appear in the attendance list and for you to meet the attendance percentage required for examination. Now we are saying that you have reported, you've paid your fee, you've registered units, and you've attended your classes, and exam time is nearing. So near the exam time, we'll have the course evaluation active. So the course evaluation allows you to evaluate your lecturers and your units. So you have to fill your course evaluation for each unit for you to be able to download your exam card and then sit for your exam. So the course evaluation tab is below here. So you click on evaluation, then you're going to evaluate each unit. The course evaluation is not active, it appears when we are almost at the end of the semester. So after course evaluation, we move to examinations. So at the examination tab, you'll find various functions. One, you'll find the exam card. Kindly note that you'll not be allowed to sit your exam until you have an exam card. For the exam card, it should be 100% fee policy. For the exam card, the fee policy changes from 75 to 100. So kindly take advantage of the fee policy at the beginning of the semester. You can register for units when the fee policy is 75%. But as we move down the semester, the fee policy changes to 100. You'll not be able to register for units or download the exam card. You've not paid 100% of the fee. So kindly take advantage of the fee policy at the beginning of the semester. Also to note is that there is usually a deadline for reporting and for unit registration. So you have to do your stuff in time. Like you have to report in time and register your fee in time and pay your fee in time, at least the 75%. So we assume that you have gone down the semester, you've done your course evaluation, that is, you've reported, you've registered your units, that is after paying fee, you've done your course evaluation, you've managed to download your exam card at the examination function, and you've sat for your exams. So now after you sat for the exam, your lecturers, of course, will go through your exams and they are going to upload your marks in the system. So when they have uploaded your marks and approved them, you'll be able to see your results and provisional transcripts in the portal. And you'll access that in the examination tab. From the examination tab, you can get your exam card and you can get your provisional transcript / results slip. So I hope we are together. We have reported, we've paid our fee, we've done our unit registration, we have evaluated our courses, and we have accessed our exam cards, we sat for exams, and we have accessed our provisional transcripts and results slip. So we assume that you have successfully gone your 4 years of study and you now want to clear. So for clearance, you start your clearance online. We have a tab here called clearance. So for clearance, you start your clearance online. It's a step-by-step process that is going to take you through the clearance process. So maybe as I wind up, I'll talk of communication, internal communication. Once in a while, you'll receive internal communication from the portal. Usually you'll find it in the news and events. If there's any internal communication, you click on the news and events tab. And if there are any documents that you'll be required to download, for example, maybe we have a policy on research. If there's a policy on research and it's internal to us or should be communicated to the students only, you'll find those documents in the repository. So I've gone through all the functions that are available at the moment in the student portal. I've not tackled hostel booking because it's not active, and I've not also handled the messages. But once in a while, you can see active messages in your portal. So with that, I think I'm going to take the questions. I can see a few questions on forgotten password. So if you forget your portal password, you just click on, for example, let me just sign out and click on log out and click on forgot password. So if you've forgotten your password, just click on forgot password, then input your admission number. For example, let me just use this test student. Input your admission number. Remember the separator is a hyphen. Input your admission number, then click on reset password. So after you click on reset password, a link should be sent to your email. And open the email address for this student. I expect that I'll find a link. As you can see, there's a link from Machakos University that is advising the student to click on this activation link to be able to reset password. So I've just shown you how to successfully reset your password. So click on forgotten password, then input your admission number. The separator is a hyphen. Then click submit. Go to your email address. That is the institutional email address. Remember, from now onwards, you use the MKSU admission number, which is admission as email address, MKSU email address, which is admission number @student.mksu.ac.ke. So click on that, go to your email address, then click on the link sent to you regarding the reset password. Then you'll be given the opportunity to successfully reset your password, as I've done for this student. So maybe Dan, you can guide me on any other questions. As you can see, I've successfully reset the password. Any questions?
Yes, thank you, Rachel, for that good presentation. Probably one of the students is requesting that you recap on the unit registration. Just do a short recap on the how to register for units.
So with unit registration, I'll assume that you have successfully created your portal. You've reported if it's a new session, and you've paid your fee. So you move to the units function. Units function. It loads the units available with the academic year. It also gives you an option to see the history of the units you've registered previously. It also gives you the option to see your entire curriculum. What you're interested in is the register units here. So it loads your units for the entire academic year. As I said, that you need to be guided by your timetable to know the units you're taking for that session. So maybe for this student, the timetable is guiding that you're taking KCU 101, UCU 100, AE 11, ZDL 100, and AGN 122. So after you select those units, you then click on Register Selected Units. There's a tab on Register Selected Units. So remember, for this student, like you can see for this student, the portal message is that the student has not reported. So if you have not reported, you'll not be able to register for your units. So you select the units you're taking, then click on Register Selected Units at the top here. So Dan, I hope that's okay.
Okay, that is okay. Thank you. I believe that is sorted. I would request the students, please don't post phone numbers on the public chat on YouTube for security reasons. Now, someone is asking, I've cleared my school fees. Why can't I register for my units? At Kimani Mso, I've cleared for my school fees. Why can't I register for my units? Then, yes, so probably you could tackle that.
If you clear,
sorry, you could tackle that with where do we get the timetable? Victor Nyamai is asking, where do we get the timetable? Yes.
Okay. Okay, Kimani, if you've cleared your school fees and you're not able to register your units, kindly confirm that your fee statement indicates that you have paid your fee. So Kimani, maybe you can just respond that your fee statement reads zero balance, or you've paid 75% of the fee, because sometimes you could pay your fee, but your account is not active, so it doesn't reflect. So if you've paid your fee and your account is not active, the fee will not directly reflect. So if your fee that has not reflected in your portal, I'd request that you scan your bank slip, and send the slip to student finance. Send your bank slip to student finance at mksu.ac.ke. Sometimes you may pay your fee, but the fee does not reflect if your account is not active. So I'd request that you send your bank slip to student finance at mksu.ac.ke. Of course, input your admission number and you air your concern. With regard to how the students are going to access the timetable, we're expecting that the timetable will be out by the end of the week. Communication will be sent out to you from the office of the registrar ASAP. So look out for the timetable by the end of this week.
Okay, thank you, Rachel. Now, I cleared my school fees. That is, Enid is asking, I cleared my fee balance, my fee before the given deadline, but my portal shows I have a balance.
So that is what I'm talking about. If your account is inactive, you may have paid your school fees but doesn't reflect. So kindly scan your bank slip and send it to studentfinance@mksu.ac.ke. Scan your bank slip and send it to studentfinance@mksu.ac.ke. Of course, you must input your admission number. That is the only way we identify you and your concern. Make sure you tell them that your fee does not reflect.
Thank you. Thank you, Rachel. Now, someone is asking that they send, Jay Kariuki sent an email about inter-transfer, but hasn't gotten a feedback. Now, Karuri, please note that the admissions team is working on the inter-transfer requests. So be patient. The list will be uploaded on the website for those who have successfully had the transfer and those who have unsuccessfully had the transfer. Thank you. Now, Greenfield is asking about the fees for the fee structure for the clothing and fashion design and clothing. Please go to our website, and at the top bar there's a button written fee structures. You'll find all fee structures there for the undergraduate programs, for the postgraduate and the diploma programs. Then now Jemima will I'll check you can post your admission number so that I can be able to check if your account is active. Yes. Now Plutuman Entertainment, wow, is asking that they have paid school fees and the portal indicates that the negative fees balance, yet no unit has unpaid for registration. So please log into your portal, check if the units are available. If they are not available, then you can contact us so that we reach out to the department so that you can be able to have the units there. Now, if you allow me, we will proceed from there because we have another level we are going into because of time. Continue posting the questions. We'll keep on answering them with my counterparts. So now I want to invite, thank you, Rachel, so much for taking us through that presentation. Now I want to invite Madam Leah to take us through the part for accessing, the last part for accessing the learning management system. So Karibu Leah.
Thank you, Dan. Good morning, everyone. The next session is on how to access the learning management system. As the earlier speakers said, it might take a while before we resume the face-to-face classes. And even when we do, because of the issues of social distancing, we will need to take virtual classes. which we called the blended learning, where you might need to attend classes, some classes, and others you take them online. So the university is using Moodle as the learning management system to allow you to access your classes online. And the good thing about the learning management system is that you can access it at any time. You don't need to access it within the learning hours. You can access it in the evenings, during the weekends, download the materials, see the resources that will be posted there, and all that. So this session, that is what we are going to handle together with Boit. So the first session is on how to access the platform itself, how to log in, and how to change your profile. And then later on, I'm going to take you through what to expect in a real class. So thank you very much for your patience. I will invite my colleague Judith to take you through that session. Thank you. Rachel, maybe you can make her a presenter.
Thank you very much, Leah. As I wait for the rights to be a presenter, my name is Judith Boyd. I'm going to take you through accessing the learning management system. You will hear us saying LMS, that is the normal language that we are going to use. It is the system or the software that we are going to access. We are going to use it to access information or our classes wherever we will be as students. So allow me to share my screen now that I've seen the right.
Judith?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Is it okay now?
Yes. Yes, we can see it. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Okay. To access the LMS, that is the learning management system, you are going to open your browser, any browser, be it Firefox or Chrome. At the top here, open a new tab if you have several. Then type this link, elearning.mksu.ac.ke. That is the link that you are going to use to access the learning management system. I believe this link will be shared by my colleague Leah to students. You can share that link to them. When you access that link, this is what will happen. It will direct you to the homepage of the learning management system. And we wait to open shortly. Yes, that is it. The interface now that will allow you to access the LMS it looks like this, the homepage of our learning management system. We have several areas of this page where students, you need to take note. This part here is the area where as a student, I've logged in as an admin, but I need to log out so that I can log in as a student. Yes, this is the homepage now. This is the interface where students are allowed to log in. You have to key in your username at this point here. Your username will be your admission number in lowercase. For example, you can use an example of 65, 67, 24, 2020. That is your username. Then the password will be the same, your registration number, but this time round, the first letter, this letter E, will be in capital letters. So you have to type that below here, capital E 35 67 24 2020. That is your password. Same. The only difference is the first letter in capital letters. Then you press enter or you click on login. When you click on, the system will require you to change the password. It will take you back to the same place. You can log in with the same E35. Then you give the same password here in capital E35 67 24 2020. Remember, the separators in between here should be a dash, not a slash, that the system can recognize your username and the password. Enter key. When you press enter key, the same now I believe this student has changed the credentials. Maybe I got a different user. Let's use D33. Then the password is the same, username, okay. Now the system has allowed the student to log in. When you log in now successfully, you will see your name at the center here, name and your profile image here, which is not visible, but you can still do that. I'll show you how to. Then you to this system another time. You will also see at this point the time or the courses that you accessed. Below here, you will see your courses, the ones that you are taking as a student. Below here, after successfully registering your units, as we've been taught in previous section, you will see the units that you registered here. But for this student, there are no units. But before that, you will have to do something called syncing. Syncing is calling the units that you registered from the university system, that is our ERP. And to do that, you will use this link here. But I'm not going to do that right now. We need to do the profile first. How do we change our profile? The first thing that you need to do after logging in is to change your password. Changing your password means or allows you to give your own strong password. To give a strong password such that no one else can log in apart from you alone. In my case here, I've logged in as this student because I know the registration number. So anybody can access your account if that person knows your registration number. So you need to change that so that no one else can access your account apart from you alone. So what you do at the topmost corner here, we have this icon. Next to it, there is a drop-down arrow. You click on that drop-down arrow, and then there is a menu of items here. There is what we call the dashboard, profile, creates messages and preferences, and also logout. When you want to log out after doing everything, you've submitted your assignments and everything, and that you are okay, you can log in, you can log out using this part here. So first, let us change our profile, change password, and also change the profile image and also our names if necessary. Then we can click on profile to change that. When you click on profile, this interface appears, or this page, where you can see user profile here. And then below here, you can still see the name, my names here, or this is the student. Then next to it, you can see this icon and then the drop-down arrow. You click on that, and this list of items here, or links, appears. Then we need to change our password. So you change the password here by clicking change password. So when you click on change password, here you will be required to, there are some rules that you need to read at the top here. The password must have at least 8 characters. That is at least 1 digit, a number, at least 1 uppercase letter, at least 1 uppercase letter, at least 1 non-alphanumeric characters. And what we mean by non-alphanumeric characters are characters such as a question mark, or hash, a dash, a full stop. All those are non-alphanumeric characters. So your password, to be strong, you must combine all those characters, and it should be at least 8 characters. It should not be less than 8 characters. So you type your old password here, the one that you used to log in here, that is your registration number. For this student, I type that. That is the registration number. Then below here, you can now give your password, the strong password that we've just indicated here, that contains all these characters, the non-alphanumeric, the numeric, and the letters at this point here. So you type something, your own, that you will remember. Remember, it must have a 1 capital letter. It must have at least some lower cases and numbers and special characters. So we type something. Then below you can confirm or copy the same. Sorry for that. Yes, I can type the same password there. Then after doing that, you click on Save Changes. You click on Save Changes. When you click on Save Changes, your password will now be changed from your registration number to the one that you've just keyed in. So for me now, I don't want to change for this end, but for you, you will click on these Save Changes, and the changes will be saved. So for me, I don't want to save for this student right now, and I cancel that. But that is how you change your password. When you do that, when you click on Save Changes, you will be back to the same place, the profile window or interface. Then from your profile, you can still change. You can still change your profile image, and also some information. You can still keep some information if you feel that the system did not capture all your details, and still when you change profile, you realize that here you can change your name even if it is spelled at this point here, or you can add another name if you have more than 2 names. So this is the first name for this student, and then the second name is just below here. Remember, anything that you see this exclamation mark in red, that is a mandatory field. You must key in that. So if you find that your profile does not have another name, or your registration number has been, the email address has been misspelled or something, you feel you want to edit your name or anything here, you can edit. Remember, these ones with exclamation mark are mandatory field. You must fill those ones. But the ones which have this other, which have the blue or doesn't anything, it's not up, but you can key in as a student. You can key in as a student. So you can key in all that below here. Then below here, you can scroll down. You can scroll down, and then the user picture. The user picture is the picture that will appear on your profile. Remember, at the top here, I told you this is the image or picture that can be seen. You can see your as your profile image. But now we don't have anything in this case, so you can add a picture here, just like the way we do in WhatsApp or any other platform, or even Gmail. You can still have your image at this point here. So to add an image, you come to this icon here, click on this icon to add an image, and it will take you to this here. Was required to browse. Browsing is looking for the location where you save the image, so you can click on that, browse. So when you click on browse, it will take you to your computer hard drives or your storage location. If you have your phone, it will take you to your phone storage location. Then you look for image. Any image you can, the one that you like. So we choose image. Let me just pick any of the images here, and let me use this one as a sample. I can use this as an example of the image, and you can save. You can change the name of the image or save it with a different name there. But for now, we don't need to. And you realize that the system brings here the name of the image. The one that I used to save the image in my storage location is this one here. Then when you click on upload this file, it does an error. That image cannot be. I can look for a different one. Yes, that is the image that I selected. The image has now appeared below here. Then after selecting that, scroll down a bit. You scroll down, and then you will see that this button here for updating your profile. So when you click on update profile, this is what will happen. Yes, my profile now image appeared here. The picture that I selected has appeared on this part here, and also at the top corner here, just like the Gmail account looks like. You can have your image on your profile like that. So you can edit your profile in that manner. Change your edit profile. I've told you that you can add or you can add a name, edit your names here. If you find that the system captured your names wrongly, you can edit from there. That is how you change the password and how you change your profile, or you modify your profile according to your preferences. After doing that, the next thing that you need to do is now to you go back to your dashboard, and then you need now to have your units, the ones that you registered after creating your portal account and you successfully registered your units. You need to call those units now to come to or to appear here, such that you are able to access the materials that your lecturer or your tutor will be giving you through this platform. And I request my colleague now to continue from there to show you how you access the materials. If it is a quiz, if it is notes, how do you access that, and how are you going to submit the same to the lecturer? Thank you very much. Leah, can you please, you can take over right now.
Okay, thank you, Judith, for the wonderful session. Now we are going to move to, after we access the LMS, we log into our account, we have changed our password. What do we expect a real scenario, a real class to look like? So that is what I'm going to take you through. Rachel, kindly give me the presenter rights so that I can share my screen. And it is important to note that, thank you, that you need to have registered for units for you to be able to access them. The unit that I'm going to take you through is just a test unit, because I imagine some of you might have not yet registered for all the units, and even if you have done, they might not be populated at the moment. So I'm just going to take you through a test unit. I hope you can be able to see my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, Claire, it's visible.
Okay, thank you. So this is the link to the Machakos University learning management platform. As I said, we use Moodle. So this is how you log in. You, just as Boit has told you, you use your student number. Your student number is the username in small letters, and you use it as the password in small letters. So I have a sample student here. This is not a real student. So I will just log in into the account. Okay, this is a test student. It is not a real student. So as you have been trained, you use your admission number in lowercase as the username. It is the same as the password is the same, but in uppercase. So once you log in for the first time, make sure that you change your password. It is very important to change your password so that your colleagues do not have access to your account, because they can mess up your account. So you need to own it and to keep it private, so that whatever you post there, if it is an assignment that you are uploading, you make sure that it is your own work and none of your friends can access your account. So once you access your account, this is how it looks like. Your name will appear here in the middle of the screen. This is your name, and you change your profile just as you have been taken through by Boit. Then you sync your registered unit, but before you sync them, you on the right side, or I mean on the left side, there are some menu items that are there, and you click on my courses. So So in case you don't find all your courses, the units, Moodle calls the units courses. What we call the units in Moodle, they are referred to as courses. So you click on my courses to establish whether you can be able to see all your units. So in case you had registered for units in the portal and you find that some of them are missing from that list from my courses, because they should be listed down here and they should also appear here in the middle. In case you miss them, you click on sync my registered units. So it is very important that you register your units, because it is only what you have registered that will appear on the LMS. So make sure that you have registered for units. In case you log into the LMS and you do not find them, then you click on sync my registered units. So once you have synced your registered units, they will be listed here. And you can see for the test student, they have registered only one unit, which is called SIT 198. So to access the materials that have been uploaded for that particular unit, you click on the unit. You just click on the unit. The LMS is designed in such a way that we use hyperlinks. So most when you hover your cursor on most of the items that are there, it changes to that icon overhead, indicating that that is a hyperlink, and it will take you to another page. So as I said, to access the content of a unit, you click on your courses and then you click on the particular unit. In my case, this is SIT 198, Introduction to University Courses. So this is how you will be accessing the materials, and this is how the interface will look like. So your course will be structured in weekly format, such that each week you will be expected to log in and view the materials that have been uploaded for that particular week. So this is how it will look like. You can see this is just a test unit. It is not a real scenario, but this is now to give you a preview of what to expect. So you can see that the unit is divided into 14 weeks, spanning up to 3rd January up to 9th January. So as the student, it is your responsibility to keep checking the materials that have been posted for the week. And the good thing about the LMS, most of the materials here, you can access them when online, and then you can just download them or copy and paste them to your computer, and then now you can read when you are offline. So you don't need to consume a lot of internet time on the LMS. You only access it to view what has been posted there, and then you do it offline. You read it when you're offline. If there are some links to some journals or some books, you can access them using the remote X for our library. And then now when you are submitting, that is the only time that you are required to be online. So for instance, in this class, it has been structured in such a way that the announcements are there first, and basically this is what you are to expect in your other classes, because remember, you have not yet come to the university, so you do not even know who your lecturers are. So most of the units that you will be taking will have an announcement section even before you go to the real materials for that course. So the announcements have this icon, the purple icon with users, 3 users. That is the icon for announcements. So whenever you see that, it can also be it is normally a session, where the important information concerning the unit has been posted. So it could be the important dates. Your lecturer could also do a video for you, so that you get to connect the name and the face. So to access the announcements, you just click on the announcements. So once you click on the announcements, you can see when they were posted, and you can see that here the announcement section has a course outline and general information. So you click on it and you can be able to see what has been announced about the course. For instance, this course, it introduces you to the main functionalities of the LMS, and it is used to announce important dates. So and other important information. Your lecturer name is indicated, the email, their number, so that in case you need to contact them, you can do so. Then you have the important dates here. Week 6, you have been told that week 6 is a cut 1, week 10 is cut 2, and cut 2 will be a discussion question, and you can actually click on that link to take you to that discussion question. Then you are told what your discussion is supposed to look like. For this course, your discussion, you're supposed to do an initial discussion of 400 words and respond to your colleagues in not less than 200 words. So that is now to guide you, so that anytime you encounter a discussion forum in this class, for this unit, you will know what you need to do. So this is important information that has been posted here. Then we have the course outline for this class. It is listed there so that you can keep checking whether you have covered all the topic. Sometimes your discussion or your assignment will come from one of the topics on the course outline. So that is the important information that is posted on the discussion part. Other classes, most of the classes, the video, the introductory video will be posted on the announcement section. So it is important that when you log in, first go to the announcement section even before you go to the weekly content, so that you do not miss out on any crucial information regarding your unit, the unit that you're taking. So to go back to the unit, you click on the unit again. So we are done with the announcement section. You can see that it is not on any of the weeks. It is standalone, meaning that you will be able to see it throughout the course, and you can always go back to check maybe the phone number of your lecturer, the email, if you need to communicate to them and all that. So that is the announcement section. The next item that we see is the week. The 4th October to 10th October, we assume that this is your week 1. So your lecturer for that, for the unit, has done a video. So this is the icon for the video. It looks like a film. There is a video for week 1, and then there is also a chat room so that you can be able to express yourself. If you have challenges with the course, you don't understand some items on the course outline, that is where you air your views on the chat room. So the introduction video, to view it, you just click on it and then you play it. The normal way you play an ordinary video, you play it, and most of the lecturers will have that. They will have a video so that you get now to connect the face and the name of your lecturer. Because this is a virtual platform where we are not meeting face to face, so we want to give it a feel so that you feel like you are in a normal class. So they will do a video, it will be posted there. To view it, you click on it and then you play it. Then you click on the course again, and now you can go to the chat room. So week 1, obviously you will expect maybe a video and notes that you can download and read. But for the purpose of this training, I did not put the notes there because we have a segment on the exam that may behave the same as the notes where you need to download them. So the chat room, you click on the chat room. This is the icon for the chat room. So you click on it, and then there are instructions that you should follow. Use this chat room for your question and answer for your lecturer and other students. And you're told to use respectful language that is related to the course. So this is not like a social forum, like a WhatsApp group where you can talk about anything. You're expected to behave in a professional way as a student. I believe you have the student handbook. You know how you're supposed to conduct yourself in an academic setting. So the chat room, you need to make it relevant to the course. So don't use offensive language. If you're responding to your colleague, make sure that it is in a professional way. And also your lecturer will be a participant in the chat room, so that if there are any challenges that are addressed to him or to her, they can be answered there, and then they will also benefit the class. So the purpose of a chat room is to add value to that class and to your learning experience. So to use the chat room, you click here to enter the chat room, You can also view the chat sessions that were there before. So you click. So once you click, this is how the interface will look like. It will be loaded and you will be able to write your concerns there, and then you said it. So this is how it will look like. For instance, here I could just type good morning everyone in a respectful language. So once you type on the bar, you said it. So if we had other students in this class, they would come and the chat room, and then you will also find discussion forums. So discussion forums are different from the chat rooms in that in a chat room you do not have to participate. You only participate when you need to inquire about something or when you want something clarified. That is when you use a chat room, and it is not graded. But for a discussion question, it is related to one of the topics that you're supposed to cover for that unit. So it is expected that each one of you should participate in a discussion question. In Moodle, the discussion forums are known as wikis. So your Cat 1 or some of your assignments could be in the form of a discussion. So for a discussion, for you to participate in a discussion, you will be guided on how to do it. Some of you could be asked to solve a mathematical problem. Others could be a guided essay, depending on your course. So this one is mandatory. You need to participate, and in most cases it will be graded. But it will be all your colleagues in the class can view the discussion forum, and the purpose of a discussion forum is just to enhance knowledge and to allow you to participate, like the way you used to participate in debating clubs. That is now the purpose of a discussion forum or in a virtual platform where you are debating on a certain topic, but you are also expected to use respectful language. So you will do an initial post and then you respond to your colleagues. So it will be visible, and by the end of the day, you will have learned a lot, because if you're handling a certain topic, the way we understand things is different. So you will learn a lot from your colleagues, and your lecturer will also be participating in the discussion. So for a discussion forum, it is important to adhere to the guidelines and the dates, so that if you're supposed to do your first post by Thursday of each week, and a response by Sunday, make sure that you adhere to the dates, so that if it is a graded discussion, then you don't miss out on any marks. So to participate in a discussion question, you click on it so that you can view the question. It is advisable that you copy and paste, especially if you don't want to consume a lot of time on the internet because of your bundles. You can copy the discussion question. I believe we all know how to copy and paste. You copy it, and then you Control-C from your keyboard, or you just right-click and copy, and then you paste it in a Word document, so that you can now do your research when you are not on the LMS, and then you can you do your response to the discussion question on a Word document. And later on, you come to the same platform and you put your discussion response there. So for this discussion, for instance, this discussion, you are expected to do 3 posts. One is your initial discussion, your initial response, and then you respond to 2 of your colleagues. And you have been advised on the language to use. And this is very important, that the discussion board is never a place to use text, language, or emoticons. You will be asked to respond to your classmates. This is designed to enhance the academic discussion around the topic. That is very important, the academic discussion around the topic. So you need to keep it relevant to that topic. It is all right to disagree with something posted by another topic. So you may disagree to this with what another student has posted, but your responses should always be thoughtful and respectful and reflect your opinions professionally. So that is very important, so that then we don't see offensive language in a discussion forum. So for this discussion forum, you are expected to talk something about, this was a communication class, was picked from a communication class. So you are also supposed to adhere to the dates. You're expected to do your first post by 14th October and the responses to your classmates by 16th October. So it is important that you adhere to the dates. So as I said, you copy this discussion into a Word document. You write your response and then you come back to post it. So to post now your initial response, you click on comments. You click on comments. Once you click on comment, you're taken here. So add a comment, and you can see that this is now your name will appear there, so that everybody in class knows that it is student so and so who has done a comment, and then now I can add to their comments. I can respond to them. Like you can see, yesterday during the training and the day before, I had posted something. So all the posts that have been done will be visible. So to do your comment, you add a comment. So you add a comment there, and here in this video, this is now where you do your comments. So assuming that you had typed something, typed your response on a Word document, you just need to copy it and post it. So because I don't have something that I had done, I can just type something. This is a test discussion. This is a test discussion. So assuming that you are to do 400 words, you copy everything from your Word document, you paste it here, and then you click on save the changes. You click on save the changes, and now your comment has been added. Your comment has been added. You can see here that this is a test discussion. So that is how a discussion forum will look like, or what we call the wikis. In Moodle, they are referred to as wikis. You're supposed to participate that in the wikis as a class, as a group, but you have to do your initial post and then respond to the others. So to go back to the class to view more activities and more resources, you click on the class again. You click on the class again. Then you can see that in the third week, is it the third week? Yes, that week there is an exam, or it could be an exam, it could be an assignment. I'm just showing you how it will look like and what you're supposed to do about it. So for this, we have SIT, end of semester exam. Once you click on it, you can save it in your downloads. It is advisable that you save it there, especially if you're taking care of your bundles. So you can save the file or you can open it. So this is how your assignments will be posted on this virtual platform. You will see a file like this one. It has the icon of W. That means that it is in Microsoft Word. Others could be in PDF. Others could be diagrams. Maybe you're supposed to explain something in a diagram. That is how you access it. You only need to click on it. As I said, the LMS is very user-friendly. There are very few clicks to get you to where you want to be. So you have saved it. Then now it is time now to respond. Maybe it was an assignment. You have already done it. It is somewhere in a file. Now you want to upload it. So again, I need to mention that when it comes to assignments, they are different from the discussion forums. Assignments are private. It is between you and the lecturer, so you need to adhere to the dates and upload it. And it will only be visible to your lecturer. But the discussion is visible to the entire class. So you click on the exam. Once you are ready, you have done your file nicely, you have saved it in a certain location in your computer. Now it's time to upload it. So this is the icon. This is how the assignment will look like, and files that are supposed to be like, they have the icon of a file or a folder. So that is how it looks like. And whenever you log in and you see something like that, you will know that this is a file. The unexpected submission, you're expected to submit something, so you click on it. So once you click on it, you are now ready to upload. This is how the interface will look like. It is how the interface will look like, and you can see the submission status. You have not done any attempt. The grading, it has not yet been graded, last modified, and so on, and there are no comments. So now we want to add our submission. So you click on this button. As I said, most of the, when you hover your cursor on most of these menus here, it is a hyperlink. It will take you to another page. So we want to add a submission. So you click on add submission, and this is the interface that comes up. So now we want to do a file. You can also drag and drop your files here if you're tech savvy. You are used to doing it. The same way that you attach a file to an email, when you are sending an email and you need to add an attachment, is the same way that we do here. So in very few steps, you are able to upload a file. So you click on the first icon here that looks like a file, and when you place your cursor there, you can see add is appended. It tells you that you need to add a file. So once you click there, you're taken to this interface where now we need to do an upload. We want to upload a file. So you click, this is the interface for file picking. That is why it is called a file picker. So once you click on upload a file, you browse the location of that file in your computer. So I had already done a test. So I can just pick that, and then I save it. I can call it assignment 1. Call it assignment 1. So it already has my name, so I don't need to append my name again. So the lecturer will automatically know, because I'm using my account to upload it. They will know that this is my work. Then I upload the file. So once you upload the file, you can see that it has been appended here. It has been added. So now you can save the changes. So once you save the changes, you can see the status has changed, the submission status has changed, and your work has been submitted for grading. So if you want to go further and edit the submission or remove the submission, it is up to you. But that is how now for grading. So to go back to the course, we go to the next week. The following week is a quiz. So there are many activities that are there that will be available on the virtual platform, but I'm just capturing the main ones and how to access them. So you could also have a quiz which might be graded. Your lecturer will also indicate whether it will be graded or not. But all the activities that are available on the virtual platform, you are expected to complete them, whether they are graded or not. For you to be able to pass, like in a normal scenario in a physical class, you're supposed to have achieved a certain level of attendance for you to pass the course. So on the virtual platform, the LMS is able to track your progress. So if you have not viewed any of the activities that are posted, and then you wait until the end of semester exam, you want to seek your exam, you will not pass. The LMS has a way of capturing your progress, and it will also be sending the logs to your lecturer so that they can know that you have viewed these notes, you have attempted this quiz and all that. So most of the quizzes available on the platform will be graded automatically. So your work is just to log in and attempt them. And the dates will also be indicated so that then you don't wait until the last week to attempt a quiz that was meant for week 3. Remember that everything that is posted here is for your benefit. It is to add value and to enhance your knowledge on the quiz, on the course. Sorry. So this is the icon for a quiz. The red round button. So to access it, you click on it. This is just a sample quiz. It is not a real quiz. So attempt the quiz now. You click on attempt the quiz now, and now you are ready to start. So the questions, there are many questions, different questions. Some will be multiple choice questions, some will be true and false, some will be matching questions, and all that. So depending on how your lecturer will structure your course, this is how you tackle the course. For instance, this one, you can access Moodle when offline. We can say false or true, then we go to the next question. The structure or the layout will also be different. You can find that your quiz, you have like 5 questions per page, but this because it was only meant for training, I only have a question per page because I did not prepare a lot of questions. But you can expect that the quizzes will not be less than 10 or 20 questions. So the most important thing is just to have read and prepared for the, so that once you start attempting it, sometimes depending on the level of difficulty of the quiz, multiple attempts can be allowed, but others, especially where the quizzes will be graded, you will only be expected to attempt it once, and then your grades will be captured. So it is important that you prepare for those quizzes. So the second question here is it possible to download an exam and take it online, or offline? We can click on the answer there, then we go to the next page. Then here we have we are expected to fill the blank pages here. So Moodle is available on, so you click on the arrows to view the possible answers. So Moodle is available on how many platforms? You can say 2 platforms: the Dutch platform, the mobile platform, and when using a computer. Exams can be taken when offline by downloading, just as we have said. Once the exams are completed, they are scanned. So in case you are doing handwritten exams, you are expected to, or a handwritten assignment, you are supposed to scan it and upload it, and uploaded on the LMS. So once you have tackled all the questions, then you finish the attempts. So you can return to the attempt if you are not very comfortable with the responses that you gave. You can return to the attempt, or you can submit all and finish. So once you submit all and finish, this is the confirmation message that you're supposed to give. Once you submit, you will no longer be able to change your answers for that attempt. So if you are comfortable, you submit all and finish. So you can see that the quiz navigation on the right side, you can see that I got everything. And these are the responses. Yes, these are the responses. You can see I got everything. So that is how you attempt a quiz. But as I said, this was a sample quiz. It only had 3 items. So for the ones that you will be handling in your course, you can expect like 10, 15, 20 questions and all that. And you need to have fully prepared for them, so that then you don't miss out on the grades. So basically, those are the main activities that you will find on the LMS. There are others, but these are the main ones. The quizzes, the files where you need to download, like your notes, you will need to download them. You will also be redirected to hyperlinks to other URLs, where maybe you need to go and watch a video on YouTube and then respond to that video, and so on and so forth. So these were just a sample of the activities that are expected to be found on the virtual learning platform and how to access them. And as I said, the LMS is very user-friendly. You only need to click to be taken to the next video to view them. For the video, you only need to click on the video, the chat room, you click on the chat room, the discussion question, or the wikis, you click on them, and then you go there and add a comment. The exams or assignment, you download them first, then you upload them in very few steps. The quizzes the same way. So thank you very much for listening. Unless there's a question, I beg now to stop here. Thank you. Back to you, Dan.
Thank you, Leah, for the elaborate presentation. We appreciate. If we could have been here, we could have given you a clap. a big clap to Learn Boyd for taking us through the elaborate presentation. So now we will have this video on YouTube after this. We're going to have it on YouTube so that you are able to follow through and also be able to check what probably you may have. You follow through the steps, especially the major steps. So currently the questions I'm seeing on the YouTube channel is about student portal, yes, about the issues of the student portal, the online classes. Please note, if you have any further issues, send an email to online.support@mksu.ac.ke. Then someone is there attending to your issues very promptly. So now, with that, I would wish to ask my boss, Watson, to make the final conclusive remarks. Not unless there is someone from the office of the registrar, then we'll close with a word of prayer. Watson? Watson? Okay.
Yes, Dan, sorry, I was engaged in something else. What did you want me to do?
Yes. You can make you can close for us the training with some remarks. Then we'll close with a word of prayer.
Okay, so thank you very much, Dan. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you who have participated in this training. We had the ICT team, we had other members of faculty who are here with us, and we have students who are on the other side listening to us. We want to thank you for taking your time, and we want to appreciate every effort that you have made for the success of the day. So may God bless you very much. I can see the director Odell is here. I wanted to make some remarks, so I will invite him to make his remarks and then officially close the training. Welcome, Dr. Kibet.
Thank you. Thank you. I also want to invite Dr. Koech, the Director, Center for Odell, to make closing remarks. Then I will invite Rachel to close for us with a word of prayer. Bwana Director, Dr. Kibet. Yes, we can. You are now unmuted. Bwana Director. Dr. Kibet. If he's unreachable, then
Hello.
yes, Dr.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. Very much for that activity. So I want to take the opportunity to thank the students for patience. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you, Trey. Thank you for the team. I want to wish you well as you do your practice. I want to wish you well. I wish you well and prepare to start teaching and learning in the university. I also want to thank our task, our director, MT, Rio, Boys, and Leah for the wonderful training we have had. Thank you very much. I wish you all the very best. Thank you. Back to you, Dan.
Hello. So I want to invite Rachel to close for us with a word of prayer. Rachel?
Thank you, Dan. Let us pray. Father, in Jesus' name, we thank you for the session we've just had. We thank you for you have been with us from the beginning to the end of this session. We pray that we've added value to our students and that they are going to, with time, learn how to do the various activities and they will not get frustrated in that process. Continue guiding us, continue protecting us from any form of harm. In Jesus' name do I pray and believe. Amen.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Stay safe. Keep in touch with our website and every other channel of communication. Thank you.